Hey guys, now we're going to go into the 7 skills that every network marketer, whether they're in our company or another company, needs to know. Those 7 skills really are the foundation of this business. Now you can bring those skills over into offline or online, it doesn't matter. Obviously you're going to require different levels of skills in each of those strategies, whether it's online or offline, but the principles remain the same. And that's the thing. We want you to remember principles, not tactics. We want you to understand a concept, because concepts don't change, principles don't change, tactics do, as Eric Worre says. And as you might be hearing from me, Eric Worre is a mentor of mine, a mentor of nearly every one of our leaders, and we highly recommend his material. So go ahead and grab any of the stuff that he has. It's advanced training, you will love it. But this concept that we have here, the 7 skills, is what Eric talks about. So remember, in everything that you're about to learn, understand its concepts we want you to get. Because I can give you a script, and for me, that script will work perfectly, but for you, it may not. It may not work as well for you as it does for me. We'll give you scripts, don't worry about that. We'll give you emails to send, websites to use, and all of that kind of thing. But how well will they work? Well, that's going to depend on you, your personality. You want to make it you. Remember, the concepts work, and what needs to make those concepts work is you. So the better that you become, the better that you, the more time that you put into learning those concepts, practicing those concepts, the better you'll be. So let's talk about practice for a moment. Everything you're about to learn will come down to practice. The more that you practice, the better you will be. Where does confidence come from? Confidence comes from knowing something, right? We all know those people, those people that seem to walk around with their head in the air because they're so confident about what they know. It's the same in this industry. The more you practice, the more you do, the more confident you will become. The more you're prepared, the better your results will be. I've been studying martial arts now for over 10 years. It's a passion of mine. And one of the things that my master instructor has trained me on is this. The harder that we train, and the better that we train, the more perfect that we train, the better we are on the mat, the better that we are in a fight, the better we are in that situation that we don't want to be in. So we need to practice those things. But if I practice wrong, then obviously that's not going to help me in the situation. Perfect practice is what you need. So what I'm going to suggest to you, all of the things that you're going to learn is this. Record yourself. Listen to yourself. Listen to yourself saying that script. Listen to yourself presenting. Listen to yourself closing. Listen to yourself. Watch yourself. What are your facial expressions? Well, how's your tone? What's your body language saying right now? Practice is what you need. But practice doesn't make perfect. I want you to understand that. Perfect practice makes perfect. But you don't know what perfect practice is until you see yourself. You don't know how good or how bad you are until you see the results. Another mentor of mine, Brian Clemmer, used to say that based on results, okay, we get to learn everything. Everyone else can say everything else that they want, but based on results. So I want you to be tough on yourself as you go through this. Based on results, how are you going? So if you're not putting the time into practice, remember, like I said before in one of the other videos, about you're entering this as an apprentice. What level is your apprenticeship? The better the more skilled, the more time you put into developing that apprenticeship, the more money you will make. So put that time into becoming the apprentice. Put that time into becoming the master. When I walk on the mat, I know, in martial arts, I know I still have a lot to learn, even after 10 years. I look around, I see kids doing things I can't do. And I go, wow, but then I think I know things that they don't know. It's the same in this business. Put the time into becoming the master. But a master analyzes themselves. They analyze what works and what doesn't. They analyze what they need to do next. They don't do some will, somewhat, so next. They go, what worked, what didn't, what's next. You need to analyze yourself. So remember, now is the time to understand that everything we're teaching you needs to be practiced. This is important. Don't miss that. these 7 skills that you're about to learn, practice, 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 practice. Best place to practice is out in the field. When you get a job, do they throw you in the deep end? Of course they do. You learn on your feet, same thing here. But the best way to practice is with a friend, a prospect. Give them a call, say, hey, I'm starting my own business, but before I launch, can I practice on you? I could really use your help and I really value your feedback. You've been so successful in what you've done. Could you help me? Can I practice on you? Guess what? They may even become a customer. In fact, what we find is many do. Just by using that simple script, can I practice on you? So go ahead. Know that everything you're about to learn, you need to practice. Just like personal development, it needs to happen every day. God bless. Let's do this thing.